Hey everyone, Chris Fix here, and today we're tackling a common car maintenance task, changing the front brake rotors and pads on a 2013-2018 Toyota RAV4. Don't worry, it's not as daunting as it sounds. With a little patience and the right guidance, you can do this job yourself and save some money in the process. This guide will walk you through each step, from gathering your tools to buttoning everything up. So let's get started. Changing your brake pads and rotors is essential for safe driving. Worn brakes can lead to reduced stopping power, putting you and others at risk. By doing this job yourself, you'll not only save money, but also gain a better understanding of how your vehicle works. Plus, there's a sense of satisfaction that comes with completing a DIY project successfully. So let's roll up our sleeves and get those brakes in top shape. Before we begin, let's gather the tools and materials we'll need for this job. Having the right tools at your disposal is the first step towards a smooth and efficient brake replacement process. Having everything on hand will make the process smoother and more efficient. It saves you from unnecessary interruptions and ensures that you can focus entirely on the task at hand. For this brake job, you'll need a variety of tools and materials. Let's start with the essentials. A new set of front brake pads specifically designed for a 2013 Toyota RAV4. These pads are crucial for ensuring your vehicle stops effectively and safely. A new set of front brake rotors. Make sure they match the specifications of your RAV4. The rotors are just as important as the brake pads, as they work together to bring your vehicle to a stop. A socket wrench with various socket sizes. This tool is essential for removing and installing the bolts that hold your brake components in place. A C-clamp or brake caliper compression tool. This will help you compress the caliper piston, making it easier to fit the new brake pads. Additionally, you'll need a hammer and a flathead screwdriver for various tasks during the brake replacement. A wire brush or brake cleaner. These are used to clean the brake components, ensuring that no debris interferes with the new parts. Also, don't forget the jack stands to safely lift and support your vehicle. A lug wrench or breaker bar. These tools are necessary for loosening and tightening the lug nuts on your wheels. A wheel chock is also important to prevent your vehicle from rolling while you work. Having the right tools and materials on hand is crucial for a successful brake job. It ensures that you can work efficiently and safely without having to stop and search for missing items. Make sure to double-check that you have everything before you begin. This final check can save you a lot of time and frustration later on. It's also a good idea to lay out the tools and parts in an organized manner to avoid any confusion during the process. An organized workspace helps you keep track of everything and makes the job go more smoothly. Now that we have our gear ready, let's move on to the most important part: safety. Always wear appropriate safety gear, such as gloves and safety glasses, to protect yourself while working on your vehicle. Safety should always be your top priority. Safety should always be your top priority when working on your vehicle. Whether you're a seasoned mechanic or a DIY enthusiast, taking the right precautions can make all the difference. Before you even think about jacking up your RAV4, make sure you take these precautions. Find a flat, level surface to work on. This is crucial because an uneven surface can cause the jack to slip, leading to potential accidents. This will prevent the vehicle from rolling while it's lifted. Rolling can be extremely dangerous, especially when you're under the car. Engage the parking brake and use wheel chocks to secure the rear wheels. This extra step ensures that your vehicle stays put. You don't want your RAV4 moving while you're working on it. Even a slight movement can cause serious injuries. Wear safety glasses to protect your eyes from debris. Tiny particles can fly off during maintenance and cause eye injuries. Brake dust and metal shavings can be harmful to your eyes. Always make sure your safety glasses are in good condition and fit well. Use work gloves to protect your hands from sharp edges and hot components. Gloves provide a barrier against cuts and burns. Brakes generate a lot of heat and you don't want to get burned. Additionally, gloves can help you get a better grip on tools and parts. By following these safety guidelines, you can significantly reduce the risk of accidents and injuries while working on your RAV4. Safety isn't just about avoiding injuries, it's about creating a secure environment where you can work efficiently. Remember, your safety is paramount. Never rush through safety checks, as they are the foundation of any successful repair job. Now that we've covered the safety aspects, let's move on to preparing your RAV4 for the brake job. Proper preparation ensures that the job goes smoothly and efficiently, saving you time and effort in the long run. With safety measures in place, it's time to prepare your RAV4 for the brake job. First, loosen the lug nuts on the front wheels before jacking up the vehicle. This will make it easier to remove the wheels once the vehicle is lifted. Once the lug nuts are loosened, locate the jack points on your RAV4's frame. These are reinforced areas specifically designed to support the weight of the vehicle when lifted. Consult your owner's manual if you're unsure where to find them. With the jack points located, carefully position the jack and raise the front of the vehicle. Once the front wheels are off the ground, support the RAV4 securely on jack stands. Never work under a vehicle solely supported by a jack. Jack stands provide a much more stable and secure base, preventing the vehicle from accidentally collapsing. With the RAV4 safely lifted and supported, we can now move on to removing the old brake components. Section 5. Removing the old rotors and pads. Out with the old. Now comes the satisfying part. Removing those worn-out brake components. Start by removing the front wheels. With the wheels out of the way, you'll have a clear view of the brake caliper, rotor, and pads. Next, locate the caliper bolts on the rear of the caliper assembly. These bolts hold the caliper in place. Use a socket wrench to loosen and remove these bolts. Once the caliper bolts are removed, you can carefully lift the caliper off the rotor. Be cautious not to let the caliper hang freely, as this could damage the brake hose. Use a bungee cord or wire to hang the caliper from a secure point on the suspension. This will prevent any strain on the brake hose. With the caliper out of the way, you can now remove the old brake pads from their slots in the caliper bracket. Section 6. Installing the new rotors and pads in with the new. This is a crucial step in ensuring your vehicle's braking system is functioning optimally. With the old components removed, it's time to install the new rotors and pads. This process not only enhances the performance of your vehicle, but also ensures your safety on the road. Begin by cleaning the caliper bracket with a wire brush or brake cleaner. This step is essential to remove any contaminants that could affect the new components. This will remove any dirt, rust, or debris that could interfere with the performance of the new pads. A clean caliper bracket ensures a smooth and efficient braking experience. Next, apply a thin layer of brake caliper grease to the back of the new brake pads. This grease acts as a lubricant, reducing friction and preventing noise. This will help to reduce noise and vibration during braking. Proper lubrication is key to maintaining a quiet and smooth braking system. Now carefully insert the new brake pads into their slots in the caliper bracket. Take your time to ensure they fit perfectly. Make sure they are properly seated and aligned. Misalignment can lead to uneven wear and reduced braking efficiency. With the new pads in place, it's time to install the new rotors. The rotors play a critical role in the braking system, providing the surface for the brake pads to press against. Align the rotor with the hub and slide it onto the wheel stud. Ensure it is seated properly to avoid any wobbling or misalignment. Once the rotor is in place, you can reinstall the caliper. The caliper holds the brake pads and ensures they press against the rotor when you brake. Thread the caliper bolts by hand to avoid cross-threading. This step is crucial to ensure the bolts go in straight and do not damage the threads, and then tighten them securely with a socket wrench. Properly tightened bolts ensure the caliper stays in place and functions correctly, providing you with reliable braking performance. Section 7. Final checks. Buttoning everything up. Before lowering your RAV4, double-check that all caliper bolts are properly tightened. Also, ensure that the brake hose is properly routed and not pinched or kinked. Now, reinstall the wheels and tighten the lug nuts in a star pattern. Lower the vehicle to the ground and give the lug nuts a final tightening with a lug wrench or breaker bar. With the RAV4 back on the ground, pump the brake pedal several times to restore pressure to the brake system. This will push the caliper pistons back into their bores and bring the new pads into contact with the rotors. Finally, take your RAV4 for a short test drive in a safe location. Apply the brakes gently at first to allow the new pads to seat properly against the rotors. Section 8. Conclusion: hitting the road with confidence. Congratulations! You've successfully changed the front brake rotors and pads on your 2013 Toyota RAV4. You've saved money, gained valuable experience, and ensured your vehicle's safety. Remember, regular brake maintenance is crucial for safe driving. Inspect your brakes regularly for signs of wear and tear, and don't hesitate to consult a qualified mechanic if you encounter any issues beyond your comfort level. By taking care of your RAV4's brakes, you're ensuring a smooth and safe driving experience for yourself and your passengers. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video.